Milk's undoubted potential is not always in liquid form. As early as the 13th century, Marco Polo described how the soldiers of Kublai Khan carried sun-dried milk with them. However, concentrated milk can still be dried even further, into powder. Milk powder is a perfect product to preserve as well as to transport to faraway destinations. Furthermore, it's also used today as an ingredient in the food industry to produce, for instance, chocolate, ice cream and baby food. Each application requires a specific composition as well as specific characteristics and functionalities of the milk powder. To be able to continue to make different kinds of powder, Milcobel has invested in a new state-of-the-art powder manufacturing installation on its facility in Kallo. It's been installed in a new, impressive 40-metre-high cube-shaped building. With a capacity of 7 tonnes per hour, this installation can process 600 million litres of milk per year. Access to the building is limited to only a few employees and is done via the control room so that no one else can enter unnoticed. Inside, various zones have been created, clearly recognisable from the colour code on the floor. The zones are green, yellow or red, each with their own specifications with regards to the required hygiene level. Quality and food safety are the main priorities in this factory's operation. For this reason, all the production processes are handled automatically from the control room. Milk comprises 13% dry matter, made up of fat, proteins, lactose and minerals. The rest, or 87% of the milk volume, is water. Producing milk powder is therefore, in essence, removing the water from the milk. And yet this process is far more complicated than one might imagine. Different configurations and heat treatments can be adapted to the process in order to meet the specific needs of authorities and clients. The raw milk is transferred by pump to the insulated storage tanks. 1.2 million litres of milk can be stored here provisionally. With every milk delivery, a sample is taken to guarantee the final quality of the powder. The cleaning in place, or the CIP system for short, ensures that all piping and tanks are cleaned on a regular basis. The new factory actually boasts 4 CIP systems that cover all piping and equipment. The milk is pasteurised within 24 hours after delivery via a plate heat exchanger. The milk is heated to a minimum of 72 degrees centigrade for at least 15 seconds to kill pathogenic germs. Milk is a natural product with fluctuating fat and protein percentages. For that reason, it is standardised in 2 steps. First, the separator takes out the cream from the milk by centrifugation. This process is based on the difference in density between water and fat. Afterwards, a quantity of cream is once again added to the skimmed milk in order to get the desired fat content. Then it's time for the protein standardization. Through inline injection of a lactose solution in the milk, the protein content can be reduced until it reaches the required level for the powder. After these treatments, the milk is reduced in buffer tanks with a total capacity of 2.7 million litres, ready for processing into powder. Now the real work can start. In its new evaporation room, Milcobel has 4 evaporators that will remove most of the water from the standardised milk through heating under vacuum. In this process, 100 litres of milk is reduced to 25 litres of concentrated milk. The preliminary heat treatment of the milk before evaporation can be carried out at various temperatures to reach the required food safety and functionalities of the powder. What is totally new in this installation is that, due to an additional thermal treatment, powder of an exceptional microbiological quality can be produced. The result of the evaporation is that the dry solids of the milk increase from 12% to 50%. Evaporation of the milk occurs under vacuum at a temperature of 72 degrees. The boiling point of milk is after all lower by applying vacuum, resulting in a significant energy saving. The released vapours are recovered to be used in the evaporation process. The most important part of the new factory is the gigantic spray dryer with a volume of more than 1,000 cubic metres, which is more than a municipal swimming pool. In the dryer, roughly half of the concentrated milk is converted into powder form. At the top of the dryer, the condensed milk is sprayed at high pressure while hot, dry air is blown in simultaneously. While falling, the small milk droplets lose their moisture and powder particles fall down. This process lasts between 8 and 30 seconds. The process excess air, which still contains some 30 to 50% powder, is led along two cyclones that separate the powder from the air and return the powder into the production process. The dryer influences not only the moisture content, but also the solubility, the wettability, and the bulk density of the powder. Two fluid beds are at the end of this process, a static and dynamic fluid bed. They ensure that the powder undergoes a final drying and cooling down until it reaches an ambient temperature of 25 degrees. With the help of pneumatic transport, the powder goes via a sieve and inert gas sparging installation to its final stop, packing. The milk powder is packed into big bags of 800 kilograms, or in small bags of 25 kilograms for the industry. Or in retail packaging such as cans and sachets. Milcobel's new spray dryer guarantees the processing of all the milk from its cooperative members and produces milk powders of the highest quality for clients all over the world.